Hey all, so in today's video we're going to be going over a job scam from Vector Marketing. This is also called Cutco. This is a huge scam that is on multiple platforms, multiple job listing sites where they're looking for people in the local area. They have a local office and come and join their team and yada yada yada. It's a whole lot of bullshit. My ex-husband was part of Cutco and he never got paid. He went and did these shows at all these old people's houses because that's who they prey on, is old people and college students that are, needing to set up their kitchens and stuff, and they sell the cheapest, shittiest pieces of knifeware like ever. And I didn't want to be on camera, so I covered my camera for this. And I was in a video game when I was like trying to record from my other screen, but it wouldn't let me record from my other screen. So you'll see a bit of a video game pop up here in just a second. But yeah, this is like a huge scam. And as I was asking questions and stuff, they kicked me out of the meeting, which is pretty common for MLMs. When you call them out on their scams, they kick you out of the meeting. So maybe I should have shut up and stayed in it longer so that you guys could have seen the hour-long spiel and like how big of bullshit this is. But I just want to warn you guys that this stuff is what's on the job boards. It's on ZipRecruiter, it's on LinkedIn, it's on, I can't remember which one I found this on, but I did apply because it was like Vector Marketing looking for a marketing position, remote, for part-time work. So that's what I applied for, not knowing it was a complete and utter scam. And then I was like, wait a minute, why does that sound familiar? And then this girl, Haley, spam texted my Google Voice number like 35 times. And I'm like, something is off about this. So I started doing some research, and that's when I realized what this was. And I'll show you at the very end some clips. So you're going to watch some of this meeting with me for just a few minutes until I get kicked out by the host. And then, yeah, and it sounded like there was only like 8 people in this meeting. And he was like, we're so busy interviewing people. No, the fuck you're not, dude. No, the fuck you're not. Anyways, I'm Rebecca, and let's jump into this job scam. And I'm going to be posting this on all my YouTube channels, so to warn people.
Hello everyone, my name is Sebastian Soto and I am the recruiting manager in McDonough, Georgia. Today's interview is going to take place over 2 parts, and if you make a positive impression, we will do a final one-on-one phone interview with you. We're taking a lot of applications currently. To save time, we're going to cover the information with everyone all at once. This saves time and also gives us a chance to look at each applicant so we can compare side by side so we can decide who we want to consider for the position. I can see all of you. For privacy reasons, you cannot see or interact with each other during this portion of the interview. Please have something to take notes with. If you have any questions, write them down, and I'll be able to answer them with you individually at the end of the interview process. The first part is the information we're covering now. I'll spend around 20 minutes explaining the job, products, market, pay, and training programs. I will also wrap up with some perks. As I go through, I will be asking simple questions to check for comprehension and attentiveness. You will type your answers in the chat box. To make sure it works, please type the following: your name, something about yourself, and the number one thing you're looking for in a job other than income. Type it in the chat box, your name, something about yourself, and the number one thing you're looking for in a job other than income. Hello, Parker. Nice to meet you. Hello, Rebecca. Nice to meet you. Hello, Courtney. Nice to meet you. Hi, Shirley. Nice to meet you. Hey, Isis. Nice to meet you. In the second part, I will have everyone complete a written section online. Based on your interactions here and those written answers, we will decide who we want to do a final phone interview with after this portion of the interview. When your phone interview is finished, you will know whether or not we'd like to offer you a spot on our team. So let's go ahead and get started. Our company is Vector Marketing. The position you are applying for is a customer sales and service position for Cutco Cutlery. We are members of the Direct Selling Association, which means we do not telemarket or cold call. We only work through professional appointments, similar to how a real estate agent or financial advisor works with clients. We represent Cutco products. Cutco is the #1 selling brand of kitchen cutlery and accessories in North America, and it has been #1 for over 40 years. All Cutco knives are made in the USA in our factory in Olean, New York. We also produce K-bar for the US military. By a show of hands, how many of you have heard of Cutco or K-bar?
That's another thing. He kept asking us to
So
put
a
up
lot
our
of you.
hands. As you
We
can see
sell
from my
300
screen,
million
there's
worth of
nowhere
Cutco
to
annually
put
and
up your
have over
hand.
19 million customers. We don't just sell knives, we also make high quality cookware and flatware, as well as hunting, fishing, and gardening tools. To put our sales volume into perspective, the #2 selling brand of high quality cutlery in the United States is a brand called Wusthof. They sold about 60 million in 2024, so we outsold #2 by over 200 million. We can do that because we have great products and great programs, and we work with great people. As a company, we are looking for people who are coachable and people that our customers will enjoy working with. I'm going to show you a video of our shears because even if you don't cook, I'm pretty sure you've used some scissors before. Every home in America has them somewhere. Give me a thumbs up if you can see the video. Thank you.
Right. So Cutco Super Shears. Here we go. So we've got penny, we've got nickel, quarter, dime.
Okay, so right here is where he bans me from the meeting because it's not a legit job. It's not real. So I know it's not real and I know it's not legit. So I said something about it not being legit. So Cutco's actually been underneath lawsuits and stuff. There was a lawsuit back in 2011 called the Hector versus Vector lawsuit. They won, I think, is it $11 million? Let me look. It was in 2011 because they weren't getting paid. $13 million is what they won, and it was all over $100 in pay that they wouldn't pay. But 28 litigants came against Vector Marketing because they wouldn't pay them. No, excuse me, 35 people. So I kept getting all these emails from Vector saying whatever. This was on the place where I found this was on ZipRecruiter. I also found it on LinkedIn and the other one that's like LinkedIn, starts with an L. But I started applying at all these jobs and stuff on Saturday when I was off because somebody screwed up my schedule. And I was like, okay, I'll apply for all these jobs. And I'm like, Vector Marketing. Okay, it's a marketing job. And I even have the details I will screenshot and put in here. But it basically says Vector Marketing is looking to fill a part-time position. Our sales representatives would work one-on-one with appointments. We offer minimum base pay so our reps don't feel pressured to make a sale. Instead, we ask them to focus on providing excellent service to our customers. We believe the quality of the product speaks for itself. So from what I understand from what my ex-husband had done, you only get like 3 days of training and then they put you out there and there is no base pay. He didn't get paid shit. If he didn't make a sale, he didn't get paid at all. And then you have to go sit in the office and then you have to find your own recruits, you have to find your own people to solicit to. So he would go to like Walmart in the knife section and leave business cards. And people shopping at Walmart are not going to buy knives from Cutco because they're expensive and they're cheap and they don't last. And the ones at Walmart are actually better quality. So I will, I'll leave the link to everything that I'm showing you on the screen now in the description box below. Also for the earnparttime.com website link that is from Vector Marketing and all the information that I had found, because this was one of the jobs that I had applied to. And it says it doesn't matter if you have a bachelor's degree or an associate degree or no degree at all. We can train you to do well with us. And it says all ages 17 plus or 18 plus or 17 and higher with a high school diploma. And it asks for a 2025 high school graduate. So, like, okay, so you have to be 17 with a high school diploma. But this is a huge scam. I just wanted to warn people about it. I'm not going to drone on and on. But I will leave all the links to everything that you are watching down below. And it's funny that the Better Business Bureau says that they have an A+ rating. They literally only have 3 fucking employees. You cannot file a complaint on the Better Business Bureau. If you look on the page when I was showing it, you can't file a complaint. There's nowhere to file a complaint on Cutco because you're not actually buying from Cutco. You're buying from the individual representative, which is part of an MLM. So you cannot ever file a complaint against Cutco because you have to file the complaint against the individual, which is why they have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, because you can't sue Cutco directly. You can't sue or leave negative reviews for Cutco. You can only leave negative reviews for the representative that sold you the faulty merchandise, which I think is bullshit because they represent a company. Say if I was an Avon rep and I sold you makeup that made you break out in hives, you wouldn't sue me for it. You would sue Avon. Not that Avon makes anything that should make you break out, but you know, I wouldn't know. I haven't worked for Avon in decades. But the thing is that you don't go after the individual representative for stuff like that. You go after the company itself. And it's funny that when I was on the Better Business Bureau page, that's what I was scrolling up and down for, looking for. There's nowhere to file a complaint. So Vector Marketing is a huge scam. Please stay away from them and have a fabulous day wherever you are, day or night. And bye for now.